Welcome to Mango Bay. We talk Pranayama, meditation, finding oneself. We talk Doge, doing the deed. We talk some racism. It's good stuff.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay. Mango
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay, one-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We're two best boys, Usama Siddiquee.
Pranav, Behari, Mahendra Verma, Andy Wenger, to
Thank
our
you.
Patreon, $20 Patreon subscribers.
What do you get when you do the $20 a month Patreon, bro?
You get to do a Zoom. You get everything that
All the
everyone
things.
else gets, which is early access, archived episodes, bonus episodes. Discord server you get to get on there and spurg out with our other fans. Anytime we say something out of pocket. What I love about the Discord server is that people mostly go on there to reprimand us for various things.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm totally here for it. None of us are perfect. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes. And
you get to do a Zoom hang with us once a month.
so the $20, we give you a shout out, and we also do a monthly Zoom hang, which y'all chill out. We're basically there. We're on a Zoom, hanging out. It'll be great. Monthly hang. We already have some people coming in.
Yeah.
We'll probably use a Patreon to message them.
Yes,
right?
we will.
We'll give you the Patreon message. So we all do Patreon, all the messaging and the situations.
Yeah.
So it'll be good. And
Only our $20 people.
And also, Sadeep, where are you at?
Sorry.
I feel like you want to
sorry.
yell at us like
Sorry.
online.
Yeah.
Sadeep, I haven't seen the Sadeep jump in yet. So
Yeah, Siddiquee, I mean, he's going to record the whole thing, though, and clip it up and just keep it in his archive. He's like Roy Cohn in that, if you saw the movie The Apprentice, where he just has like a little cellar where he keeps tapes of all the people he wants to blackmail.
yes. You know, there's like
This is two Siddiquee shout-outs in a row. We got to stop.
Enough. But he has like a bust of both of us.
Yeah.
And he's just like, hey, that was a good episode today.
For like a voodoo doll. He's like, bad episode.
I got neck pain.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love y'all. Come on the 20. Jump in. Ultimate Mango Nirvana.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Up there. And it's going to be really fun. Building the community, building the vibes. Y'all are coming to the shows. It's just the bubbling.
The bubble is
that I
bubbling.
love and that I'm seeing and that I'm really enjoying.
I know. It's a wonderful thing, dude. This is such a wonderful community that
Truly.
we built. And
We've been talking about the goofy ass desis and the minorities and the goofy ass horny free thinkers since time immemorial.
We really have. We really are the place to be, especially now that brown stuff is becoming more and more prominent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is the place to go, guys. It really
100%,
is.
dude.
Thank you for tuning in. As always, speaking of Nirvana, which you mentioned.
I did.
Okay, I got to say this. Shout out to my girlfriend, who is just such a really an amazing person, inside and out.
Yes.
This morning, she led me through. She's certified to teach Pranayama,
Yeah.
breathwork. And she led me through a Pranayama session this morning, which fucking transformed my shit.
You know, I walked in there. You were very smooth today. Not that you're not usually smooth, but it was like...
No, I'm not always smooth.
Especially
I can be
smooth.
rough around the edges. And she really sorted me out.
Yeah.
She really did.
Pranayama, huh? It wasn't a dildo. Dildoyana. Dildasana. Pegasana.
Listen, it's a new asana. Yes. Asana. No.
Asana.
Dude, she led me through, and it was like a really simple flow. I've done pranayama before. I've been doing pranayama a long time.
Yeah, I feel like you know this.
She led me through a specific sequence, though, of kumbuks, and it was just a very rudimentary one.
What's kumbuks? What's that?
You have to ask her.
Okay.
It's a specific kind of practice technique, though.
Now it's guided, right? So she's giving you direction.
She was just instructing me, and she loves it because she wants to be teaching this stuff full time.
Right.
So she's been teaching me other yoga stuff, but she really led me through the pranayama. Everybody should do pranayama. I'm telling you, any edginess or edge that you're feeling on you, it just gets rid of it, and you were, you were totally blissed out. Okay.
Dude,
I waited 30 seconds before I popped his in. That's how good it was. It's so good, dude. So good.
It is Anyway, so the process is what? Like, so she, like, you're sitting, there's she's like, is there music on? Or is
No, she's just sitting across from me,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she's just leading me through. She's like, hey, I want you to do this with your spine,
Right,
and
right,
then
right.
we're going to do this kind of breathing, and close this nostril, and do this, and do that, and focus on this, and, you know, it was incredible. It was so good, dude.
You know, a lot
First
of
thing in the
our-
morning.
A lot of our, yeah, because I walked into it and you were, you know, it was just a beautiful energy. And again, dude, I'm always here for whatever. You already know, dude.
I know.
You already know. But sometimes I'll walk in and it's like, somebody like cut his dick
Yeah,
off
yeah.
right before I walked in. 'Cause he's,
Why is the air all staticky and weird?
yeah, Joe's turning away. Joe's not even here right now. What happened to Joe? What'd you do with Joe? But it was beautiful energy today. Walking, because you walk in and it's like you feel it, everyone's energy immediately, right? It has matter to it. I've also noticed that a lot of my knots in my life were all from the same source of validation seeking. So I kind of like roped in everything together. So it was like my need for the comedy validation to be seen as the funniest comic on earth, merged with I need women to think I'm the hottest guy on earth, merged with every hang's got to be a bacchanal of explosion at all times. All that stemmed from this moment of if I'm still, I'm nothing, and that was not serving me. Like if I'm still, I'm hated, or if I'm still, I'm not loved, and stuff like that.
Yes.
And the idea of like stillness being
You get anxious. You used to get anxious when things were too still. and
right.
quiet, you know?
I think you've noticed too, but it's not as
Like, oh, there was a 15-second lag in the conversation. I gotta go. I gotta go write some jokes, or I gotta
go.
You gotta hit a mic or whatever. Yeah, I remember.
you know. And once I've started figuring, I've roped all those kind of almost like twined it all together, braided it, and now it's all kind of everything was like. I don't want to say exploded, but it's like everything kind of just unraveled. Once I tied it all together, it was all stemming from the same idea. And so now everything on all those parts is now released. It's very interesting, bro. It's like you find the source. And I don't know if Pranayama has the same concept of you just find the source of the tension, or the source, the focal point of all the knot. I don't know if that's what you're doing.
No, it is. I mean, that is what it does, actually, because, you know,
that?
you're loosening up knots, kind of spiritual knots in you as well. But it's amazing because I've been doing it a long time in various forms and stuff. But, like, I read the Yoga Vasishtha last year, which is an incredible book, and they talk a lot about pranayama. You didn't expect to read about that in there, but they're like, oh, and here's the other way you can achieve liberation and like extend your life and do this and that. And it's through, you know, breath retentions of various sorts, and being able to perceive space around you too is a big part of it.
What do you mean? Like,
Understanding, it's hard to explain, but like akash, you know, like space, sky, you know, the quality of sky, which is space, ether, I guess, you know, and being able to experience it around you and in front of you, and accessing it through breath and stuff. And I'm not giving it an eloquent enough explanation of what this is all about, but highly recommend everybody do pranayama.
what's the idea of like the Western ideology of like the mind is the focal center of all things.
Right.
Your thoughts are yourself.
Yes.
It is this, and then everything is a projection of that. And decentering that and being like, this is one part of the entirety that you are.
Consciousness is way bigger to
Yes.
like Indian philosophy, right?
Right.
It's like consciousness, awareness, right? The central phrase of what this is all about is Sat Chit Ananda, right? Existence, Sat, consciousness, Chit, Ananda, bliss. And those are things that are both synonymous and sequential of each other. It's very interesting.
Dude, it's holy shit.
Holy chit, man.
Holy
Holy
shit, man. Fuck.
Did you say you did a long meditation when you were in Canada recently? What was that?
I mean, it was ragtag.
Yeah.
You know, it was rapscallion meditation. Meditation for fuckboys.
You got lost in an anime. You were looking at a nipple so hard, you just like that was like a mandala for you. You were just like, what the fuck?
My home is just a guy going round the one, just like extended. Dude, it was so chill. Well, it was like, I was like, let me just sit and not do something, not do anything. Just fucking level 1, bro. Let me just sit and not do something.
Extremely difficult.
Extremely difficult, right? So, sat down on this bed. Because I was like, I noticed like I was like doing all this stuff, and I was like, yo, I'm like in a really quiet part of Toronto right now. I'm like in the hotel, beautiful place. in like Asian town, and somehow it wasn't Asian town.
You sound like such a racist. An Asian town, if you know what I mean.
Sounds like where I tell people to go back to.
Yeah, exactly. Go back to Asian
town or
to Asianville
or Chinaville, whatever the fuck.
Or Chinatown.
There we go. Chinatown's. We got to change that name for
Chinatown.
Can we just every white guy who was racist?
Listen, they're not complaining. I'm not complaining. You know, what do we call it? Little Guangzhou, or like no.
Yes. Persimmon Village.
Persimmon Village would actually be so
Kind of cool, right?
kind of cute. You know.
Chinatown.
Yeah.
Hey.
Persimmon Village is nice.
So I sit down, bro, and I'm just like doing the breathing and then the focus on the between the breaths.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing that for like 5 minutes. And that was the plan, just 5 minutes, just like between the breaths, focus on between the breaths. And then 5 minutes turns to 10 to 15. I was like, oh, I'm really like releasing, taking off. Like, and just like every dirty sin I've ever, done in the last month has been, I'm just going through it, releasing it. Everything I thought that was like, I was sad about, angry about, took it in, figured out the source, to it back out. It was just like this sort of like cleaning laundry, dude. And it was like, dude, I kind of like get out of the stupor. Hour gone,
dude. Amazing.
Woo!
Those are the best meditations because if you do
Then I
like
jacked off.
if you do like TM or something like transcendental meditation
yeah.
for them, it's like do 20 minutes twice a day. And I remember when I had first started that.
Yeah.
I remember just having crazy experiences where I'd go 20 minutes and then I'd like come out of it. And it's not sleep. You know when it's sleep.
Dude.
You come out of it and it's like an hour and a half
Dude,
past.
the only thing with TM though, it's so pop and so Hollywood up that half the mantras are probably like, and Israel has a right to defend itself. And Zionism is
Thigh gap,
beautiful.
thigh gap, thigh gap, thigh gap.
And Ozempic is for all people.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I trust it. Seinfeld does it, so I'm already a little.
Yeah, but David Lynch did it, who, by the way, passed away recently. Shouts to one of the great rishis of our time, David
Shouts,
Lynch.
dude. He had my favorite quote. They asked him, "How do you stay excited about making stuff?" Sorry, how do you stay excited in this late stage of your artistic career? Is like every day I wake up, I'm excited about making something. It's the only thing that matters.
No.
Are you excited about new ideas? And I've used that every day since you've said it.
It's a beautiful sentiment.
He's also said that, like,
the inherent creativity of just being a human is so amazing and vast that, like, everybody, even if you're not a comedian or whatever, you can just feel that. You can feel amazing things that just come out of your consciousness. Boom. You know what I mean? Because consciousness is infinite.
It's forever, dude.
All right, we're getting a bit too gay right now.
Pussy. But
fart.
Then I jacked off after the TM.
And farting.
And I jacked off a lot. I jacked off maybe 7 times. I was so gratified.
Yeah, and it was just that you had that much cum.
Bro, that's the problem, bro.
It's good.
So it was good. A lot of cum, a lot of good energy. It was just fucking, do it. Just fucking do it.
Yeah.
If you feel bad about something, look within, and it's all the answers are there. All the answers are there.
Yeah.
You have the answers. Fucking do it. All right. Enough gay shit.
So enough of that gay stuff, dude. Just drink, party, and fucking play video games.
And women are not people, dude.
By the way, did you finish Jedi Survivor?
No, I was on the road.
Yeah, on the road.
But I played this one game on the road called OTXO. It's the bloodiest thing on earth, dude. It's just like
it's a phone game.
So
Switch.
Good. So good, dude.
Switch.
But yeah, it's a roguelike and it's like on Switch and it's just like you wake up on an island, you don't know what's going on, you're just like literally shooting your way out of it. Oh. And it's like black and white. The art style is beautiful, black and white, but blood splatter. So that
cool.
redness of the blood is very in your face, dude.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
Like Sin City. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, great movie.
So good, dude.
Yeah, love it.
Jessica Alba's peak.
Oh God, Jessica Alba's. She really is. She's like the perfect woman.
You know?
You know who else is actually? I mean, I'm not sexually that into her.
Melissa McCarthy.
No, Melania.
Melania Trump?
Yeah.
Is hot.
She's unbelievably perfect looking.
You know why she's also hot, dude? She has this sort of like in the tower energy where she's like combing in a tower that's away from the world. Like even when she's there, she's not there.
Yeah.
So this distance creates a little bit of a desire.
I know.
Like, I don't know you. You're unknowable.
I feel like when she poops, it's just like pellets or something. You know what I mean? And that's it. There's no stench or anything.
And you can open it. You can eat it.
Yeah.
You can eat the pellets of poop. You can like take a fork and knife, and it's like a mochi.
Yeah, dude.
She poops mochi, bro.
She does, dude. She's so unbelievably gorgeous.
I love our guy Trump. Ha ha, hilarious. I don't think he pleasures her probably. She doesn't look like a woman who's been fucked well.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if that matters. You know, she's.
They both probably got their own fucking mistresses and
Probably,
misters.
maybe, but dude, she's just unbelievably
I mean, she's
gorgeous,
hot,
dude.
And you know what? We don't talk about it enough because the world, the mainstream media is always against Trump, and so they don't want to like talk about how hot. If everyone was for Trump, they'd be like, "Look at this hottie."
I know.
Because you know why? Because they loved Obama, and they're trying to make us feel like Michelle was hot.
I know,
and she was not.
She's an elegant woman
Yes.
and all that, but
Yes.
she's not. Melania, that's dude. Come on. And
dude.
you kind of want your president to be banging the hottest woman,
hottest
in the world,
woman on earth,
You know
dude.
what I mean?
And here's the thing: Jackie Onassis was seen as the first hot first lady. She was not.
She was not.
Jared Waters says this looks like a hammered shark. The eyes are on two of the different sides of her face, dude. Yes.
Well, she didn't have much competition. Was that Eleanor Roosevelt or whatever?
You know what? Don't not my Ellie, dude.
Yeah.
She had a look. The ugliest one probably was
Up until Jackie Onassis, every first lady looked like that woman in the painting in Union Hall on the stage at Union Hall, where it's just like the wizened old white woman. It's like,
people forget that Lincoln's death was probably a suicide. He saw the shooter, and he's like, right here, buddy. Straight to the fucking cheeks. Let's go.
Mary Todd.
Mary Todd Lincoln,
Yeah.
bitch. So, yeah, I also think Melania is fucking...
She's incredible.
But again, it just seems like, she's the hottest woman in the shipping container. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they opened it up, they found her, delivered, and they're like, who's that?
I know.
Like, even the slaver was like, who's that? Pushes all the other not hot ladies away. Who's that? I'll make you a star.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a story today about.
Oh, dude, we got to talk about this stuff on Doge.
What's the deal?
Doge. So apparently, one of the guys who works on Doge. Apparently, they're like it's like Lord of the Flies out in Doge. You know what I mean? They're all like 15 or whatever.
Right.
They're like 15-year-old computer nerds.
Does he he has like a pool stick? He cracks it. He's like, there's one
Fight it,
opening
yeah.
for software engineer. Fight it out. So what's happening?
It's like a Call of Duty thing. It's like whoever wins this round.
Okay, so explain Doge. Doge is like
That's the Department of Government Efficiency. It's like a group that has been set up now by Elon and was supposed to be with Vivek.
and they are like slashing through.
They're just looking
meat,
at spending
right?
and government efficiency throughout various
Right.
agencies and whatever.
You know, a girl I was like, I was DM'd. I was like, hey, she's like, come to the show, whatever. And she was like, well, I can't because all my friends lost their jobs. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, apparently all her friends, her whole friend circle was at the federal government. I don't know if how's that possible.
You don't want to be fucking that.
you
You don't want to be up in that.
Federal puss?
Yeah.
You know?
That's too much.
So what is he doing? He's like going in, he's hacking and slashing.
Apparently, this is what their strategy is because now apparently USAID is now getting completely butchered and like gutted. And the reason why they did that is because when he started the whole Doge thing, they saw that USAID people were kicking up the most fuss and like protesting. So they were like, well, let's go look at USAID. And then they saw like a lot of frivolous bullshit. They were like, oh yeah, this stuff's done.
Well, is it bad? I don't know. Are they not
starting a checkers league in Congo or whatever for $6 million? Like, nah, that's done.
Well, listen, once the Congo suicides go up because the checkers are the last thing holding them back from killing themselves, then we'll talk. It seems like they might be overcorrecting. No, like they're like some important programs are being kind of slack. Is that I don't know. A
lot of USAID stuff is regarded as a front for like CIA ops that they just can't do. Like, for instance, I'm trying to dredge up the past, but Bangladesh Revolution. Sure. That's like if USAID stuff is like that stuff where it's like, oh, we're going to set up transgender rappers in Bangladesh because it's actually like, no, these are going to be the most people who are going to agitate for regime changes.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
So, like we'll pay your Spotify account on the CIA tab.
Yeah, kind of, basically, that kind of thing.
That is really funny.
Yeah, it is. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Like CIA, you have to write on their balance.
It's like, I'm a farmer. It's like rapper.
Dude, it's like
rapper.
The CIA balance is like top surgery for Rajiv.
Yeah.
It's like on the rider. Some government official signs off on that. Fucking Rajiv getting his 9th tit this month, man. Jesus Christ. So I guess they're coming in. They're maybe slashing some of that stuff.
Well, his team apparently is like 5 19-year-olds or something.
Oh my god!
It's like multi-ethnic too. It's like a Chinese kid,
One
there's an
like,
Indian kid.
What's agriculture?
Yeah.
Okay, don't eat that.
AIDS? What is AIDS?
I never heard this.
What is this? The 80s? Like, done.
AIDS is bad, right? AIDS is bad. I remember this.
Indian kid in there named Akash Baba.
Here we go.
He's like a computer whiz from Berkeley, UC Berkeley.
So amazing.
Ethan Xiao Tran. It's got to be Chinese, maybe Vietnamese. I don't know.
Man got Vietnamese all written all over.
Yeah, but
it.
Xiao, that's a,
Oh shit, you're right.
But whatever, Asian. You know?
I'll fucking go double or nothing on.
Yeah,
Vietnamese.
and then there's a couple white kids and a couple whatever, but
white kids who all hung out with Asian guys growing up, probably.
Yeah,
all those little white
it's all the
nerds
people in
love-
the computer lab together,
Yeah.
right? They're all in the same.
Bro, it makes sense that if the world is now tech and tech is now the forefront of all lobbying and money and innovation, that Indians and Asians are the ones fucking getting hired.
100%, dude.
It makes sense that we're fucking ruling your shit.
I know.
It's good. It's good. But it's also like, I don't know. From what I'm seeing, it's like he kind of is unchecked. It feels dangerous.
Yeah,
but
he only has read
a-
only. He only has like read only access to all this shit. Though he
I
can't
don't know. It's
actually.
like, has a one person ever had this much fucking influence over?
Yeah, all the time, dude. Look,
that's
all we're
not-
doing is shifting oligarchies, right? In America, it's like, listen, all you're doing is choosing which billionaires you want to be pulling.
Of course,
strings.
of course.
That's all it is.
Of course, and they're just mad that maybe
Yeah.
the one guy's just like got more of the ear now.
Yeah, the AOCs and the Chuck Schumers who were like, we have billionaires. I'm like, bitch, you had billionaires. You had
That-
the most billionaires
you would not be
behind
in
Kamala.
power.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
But
it's
she's
like,
a nice billionaire.
Yeah.
Who likes trans people or whatever.
right.
So it's like, we're still at the whims. I mean, the whole movie industry is like one billionaire who's like saw Star Wars once and he's like, I want to just do that.
Yeah.
It's like all the movie industry is just like living out the dreams of billionaires who watch the movie and when they're a kid and they're like, oh, I'll buy a company
Yes.
so I can make this.
Yes.
We're all in the pockets, man.
Yeah.
Dude, all the artists in the court, right, back in the day with the kings, that was the cush job, right? Like you were like a court painter and you had the eye of the billionaire, the king.
Who was your patron?
Who was your patron?
Yes.
And you were like making the thing. You were like, you had to make the portrait for the guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure
well, like
your
the
artist
Medicis are the banking family in
Right,
Italy
right.
that basically financed the whole
Right.
Renaissance.
So you don't think there was a fucking his boys at the open mics, at the galleries being like, man, this fucking guy sold out.
Probably.
Fucking
Or this guy sucks.
Medici, bro. Have you seen his
Yeah.
brushwork?
But then they're like, I wish the Medicis would pay attention to me. You know.
No, the moment the Medicis come at you, you fucking go right. So I'm guessing it's like, again, it's like, well, my billionaire is better than your billionaire.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right? It's
Yes.
like, well, my guy
Yeah.
is better than your guy.
So that's all it is, right? Anyway, Doge is there, and there was a controversy. This is Indian related now, where one of the guys who was working at Doge, his name was Marko Elez, who knows what the fuck kind of ethnicity that is, was posting under a pseudonym on X.
Yeah.
A bunch of just gnarly shit, right?
Anti-Indian.
So it was just like normalize Indian hate, right? Indians are going to get replaced by H-1Bs, or H-1Bs are going to get replaced as soon as we find a new LLM and stuff like that. And then he was saying other shit. He was like, I hope they blow up both Gaza and Israel, which, that's just common
Hold
sense,
on.
Now,
Now,
this guy might be
let
onto
him
something.
cook.
But
Let him cook.
I would never date me. You couldn't pay me to marry outside of my race. I'm a racist. Da 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 da.
Right. Okay. So what happened? He got
So
caught.
he got doxxed by someone at the Wall Street Journal who used to work at USAID, by the way,
Yeah.
or like used to work for the State Department, which is a shady connection, right? I'm
Uh-huh.
not saying it is definitively that, but curious. And so they doxed this kid, Marko Elez, right? And now there's been a whole controversy of like, should he be fired or not, right?
Right.
And he was let go initially. And now Elon was like, should I bring this kid back?
And give him a raise.
And so there's been a lot of factions. Obviously, you've got like just the gutter tier
Right.
Twitter racists who are like, yeah, bring him back. We need more racism, right? But then you've got people as well who are like Indians even, right? Like Balaji Srinivasan, very smart. I think that's his last name. Tech investor guy was like, no, you need to bring him back because you can't succumb to the cancel culture shit anymore,
Okay.
right? There's actually a fair amount of Indians who are like, no, don't do this, which I think is actually a smart move. But then on
was,
the
he
other
just,
side,
was he just trolling or was he actually?
maybe he is that. It's hard to say.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you can't really find anybody who doesn't have some baseline kind of racism in their heart in some
Right.
weird way.
Also, if you hate Indians for real, why would you go into tech? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
you know they're going to be around.
Right.
So
The
why
thing
would
is,
you-
like, these guys in tech are the spurgiest motherfuckers around that they can have a great, excellent relationship with their Indian next to them and even maybe love this guy and then just be like, I fucking hate Indians, man.
what
you know?
maybe we don't know something about like tech culture where like maybe they're getting bullied by Indians all the time. Maybe we don't even know about this.
Yeah.
Like IT Indian guys. Oh, look who it is.
Yeah.
Elez.
Look, if you go into a work environment and everyone there is of one specific ethnicity and they are all able to relate to each other, you're going to come out being like, what the fuck are these guys?
If you gave me a Twitter that was encrypted during my Jimmy John's worked with only Mexicans days, I'd have a couple things to say. I'd have a couple things to say.
That's
dude.
exactly it, right? And the
I'd be
thing
like,
is-
stop watching porn where the bread is.
and look, this is where the whole representation thing, argument, discussion started with, right? It was just like, it would be people of other races being like, there's too many white people doing X, right? We need the representation in this,
Yeah.
right? Tech, there is an overrepresentation of Indians. And so people are going to have some kinds of feelings about it. I'm not saying that they're all valid. I'm not saying they should say normalize Indian hate or whatever, but it's just like, you know.
I guess if you're like Carol and you're eating your salad, and every time you eat salad, it always tastes like Indian food. You're
Yeah.
like, I just want a salad.
Yeah.
Can I just have a fucking salad? I don't want to taste chickpea.
I don't want a pani puri salad, god damn it.
Every time I'm eating salad, I'm getting diarrhea from just a secondhand spice. Okay, here's also the thing, is that, reign of terror. You had French Revolution and then this overcorrection, Robespierre's Reign of Terror. Maybe this concept of like, we were so DEI, like, everyone's just like, I need to fucking hate an Indian guy now.
I know.
So can someone throw me an Indian so I can hate on it?
Yes.
I do think there's a bit of every
It is, because we're not a country that does things subtly.
Right.
Everything is an overcorrection that happens, right?
Right.
The left coming to power was an overcorrection, right?
Right.
The right coming to power is also going to be an overcorrection.
Right.
So that's why you always have to fight what's happening in a way, right? And try and keep the pendulum in the middle as much as you can.
And you can escape because America is extreme. It's an extreme place. It's the only reason why I think it's the richest place on earth is because everything's
It really is. It's so true.
fucking extreme, bro. I haven't gotten a message like this in a long time. To add to this sort of racial hate. A dude emailed me. Fuck off, gutty fucker.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a racist email in 10 years.
This is, from a non-Indian.
From a non-Indian.
Oh, because you gave him an Indian accent.
Oh,
Fuck off,
sorry.
fucker. I was like, whoa.
Fuck off, curry fucker. Sorry. I got an email. So this guy went to my website, filled out a whole form to be racist. Usama Siddiquee. I am and it just said, fuck off, curry fucker. And I looked at it, I was like, this is interesting. This is like, I'm my reach is now kind of
They're
back.
finding their footing. The gutter tier people are like, we want these jobs. Like, you can't have these jobs. You're retarded. Okay.
This is not janitorial.
Yeah, and the people who do actually have the skills to do it aren't like the ones who really hate. You know what I mean? Like, these are people who come up together generationally, and some Indians.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you might not like some Indians, and you probably really fuck with some Indians, and those are your best friends or something, right?
Sure.
It's like a white kid or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's just like, dude, if we don't allow just like a little bit of baseline racism, there is no actual diversity. Because then we're all flattened to just be the same thing.
Well, also racism kind of comes from rubbing shoulders with the person.
Yes.
So the worst type of that is when you have no black friends and you're just like super, I love all black people, but you've never had one in your house.
Yeah, and here's a whole program to how to help them.
Right.
On a civil engineering level, you know what I mean? Which is like, this is a nightmare.
Weird as
You
fuck.
know what I mean?
Jenny Slate being like, I can't voice a black cartoon.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving. It's like, that was your one job. That was your only money, was voicing a black girl on Big Mouth. And now you lost that. So this all like rich, left wing, where it's like you're not no skin in the game because you don't.
And you know what's best for everybody.
Right. You don't have any fucking friends in that world, bro.
Yeah.
So the idea of being like, dude, I love Raj, but damn, does he smell?
And you say that to Raj.
You say to Raj.
And then Raj says to Kyle, you smell like wet ham. Okay? Every time we play basketball together, it smells like ham. And then he says, well, it smells like biryani when I play with you. And it's like, boom, they're two foods that both consume.
All you gotta do is make some wet ham biryani. Combine the two people.
It's so gross.
And now it's like spam and biryani.
Ham biryani. It sounds like a bad improv group. We're ham biryani.
Can we get a favorite food?
Yeah.
Shut up. But yeah, it's.
But then JD Vance piped in, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where he was like, I think we should just a kid who just makes a mistake when he's young shouldn't be da 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 da. And I'm like mixed feelings about this because I'm like, you have an Indian wife and 2 Indian sons.
Yes, and you fuck a couch, bro.
Don't be using that as your card now. You don't have the brown card to be talking shit about Indians in any way, shape, or form. It's like, yeah, we should let racism against Indians.
Yeah.
I'm Indian, basically. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
You have the whitest wife
Yeah.
on earth, dude. Usha Vance. She's a baddie, though.
She's cute. Man.
She's cute.
So cute. She loves him too. She's just like looking at him.
I know.
She's
It's
like,
cute.
I'm so
It's
proud
cute.
of this fucking hillbilly retard.
Who I've molded in my image.
She's like where she's like clerking for like John Roberts or whatever. She's like a legal genius. She's looking at him. I'm so proud of this fucking low IQ hillbilly moonshine swilling buffoon. I love him. It's like a Saint Bernard. That's how you look at it.
Patting
you
his
know?
head. Who's a good boy?
This is a compliment, by the way, to everybody involved. You know.
What do we say about fucking the couch, JD?
Yeah. No,
What did we
do
say
it. Do
about
it.
that?
It's so cute when he does it.
Okay, real quick. One pump.
You
One
know.
pump. Come here.
But so he's just like, no, we should be. I'm like, dude, you need to calm down. You need to just stay out of the conversation.
You know what I love is like this weird, like the left wing, New York Indian girly who's like, they have a crusade against Usha Vance. You know what I'm talking about? They're like, Usha Vance. It's like women love finding that women they can hate.
Oh, yeah, they love it.
So this like brown on brown hate crimes Usha Vance. She's like, not even hot.
Yeah, and like, you know what their whole thing is? They're like, oh, we know people like Usha.
Yeah.
She's the sellout. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
You're the sellout.
Okay, you're the one. You're shitting on her so you can get the approval of white women around you.
Let me see
you
your
know?
house. Let me see the house you grew up in. If it's not a shack, I don't want to hear you. You know
I don't want to hear it, dude. I don't want to hear because then you're going to run home to your own Kyle or
Boom.
Steve or whatever. You know what I mean?
And nowadays they've escaped that. I think a lot of those brown girls know that you can't just have a white boyfriend anymore and be like copacetic with the gang.
Do they know that?
So here's the thing. You'll notice a lot of the brown girls are not that the same girls that were going to white people now aren't doing that as much. But they're getting a brown version of that guy.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I'm saying. I go to these parties now, like the Punjabi basement bhangra, whatever. And it's like brown girls having some brown guys, but it's like you just change the skin color on.
Right.
Same
It's the
thing.
same vibe.
Same
though.
vibe.
Yeah.
Same vibe.
Yeah.
So the big thing is I'm seeing a lot of stuff on like Usha Vance, fucking she's white, and it's like dude these are the same rich people that are.
I know. It's just total performative nonsense.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why does no one have any passions anymore? Like does no one care about?
Do you have anything else to do with your life than talk shit about Usha Vance?
Bro, she's hot, dude. That's all
I think
know.
she's beautiful. She's like first lady vibes because she's not like, oh, I want to just get in there, but you're like, she's very beautiful,
No.
elegant.
Yeah.
You know, just take it easy, bro. Take it easy. Take it easy.
I'm
He's like, oh no, I want to.
I'm Vanson right
I'm
now.
finna do something.
Finna.
Yeah, finna do something.
Why is it that when you're very horny you become a black country guy?
I have a joke about that too.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you'll see it tonight.
I'm finna tear it up.
It's literally the joke is like Kyle finna tear it up. You know.
Oh, I know this joke.
Yeah.
It's funny. And you know what? That's fine that he does a black accent.
Yeah.
To denote horniness, because you know what? They're fucking horny.
Yes.
How about that? I'm done not saying the N word. I'm done.
You never started. You never were an N-word guy.
I said it and people used to love it.
You were never an N-word Indian,
loved it,
dude.
dude.
You were never
Black
an N-word.
guys-
Neither was I.
I know, I never said it.
Yeah.
I never said it. Well, in Texas, you have to say it a little bit for like your exams and stuff.
Yeah, it's part of the SAT there, the Texas SAT.
You spelled the ending of it wrong.
No A. Do it.
You spelled it A-E-R. Satisfy both.
That's a Swedish black guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I just really like where it's going. I really like, race jokes now I'm noticing on stage they're working better. Even in Brooklyn, they're working better.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I feel comfortable.
You know why? Because the jig is up for white people. It's always been white people bringing the non-fun energy to
jig,
this shit.
easy on that.
Sorry.
Relax, dude.
An Irish jig. I'm talking about an Irish jig.
The jig is
The Irish jig is up for white people. You know what I mean? For like white liberals, where they can't be like, hey, meh. Although the other day the other night I performed. It was like, I think it was supposed to be like a sex party eventually, but there was like burlesque dancers and shit.
Yeah.
And I was performing, and my couple's racism joke, which almost never will ever bomb.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like my favorite joke, and I did it. and they were on board until I did a Latino accent.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey,
What do you mean?
my maid is Latina. Don't.
Yeah.
If we let her come out with us, she might be offended by this.
Wait, but you did the Asian and the Indian ones fine.
Yeah.
But the Mexican accent was too much. What?
That's when they stopped laughing at the joke.
Huh.
And then they weren't ready for the final piece de resistance of the coup de resistance
of the
cage. Yeah. So for that, they were still getting some laughs, but I was getting fuller room laughs before that, and but I was like, oh, these are still like people who go to sex parties are lame.
Oh yeah, like that still is the vanguard.
Because they're like sex nerds, and sex nerds are
Yes.
inherently like woke losers.
And also the theater companies, like that kind of that performance area, they're very still like
Exactly.
COVID happened yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still very scared of
Why
everything.
isn't he wearing a mask?
But you know what?
On stage.
People are not giving a fuck as much. And you know that's the ultimate fear of white people, is that they don't matter as much. When we're giving all this anti-white, fuck you, whitey, all that was giving them more power.
Of
because it
course.
was
'Cause they're
you know,
yes, we do run everything, actually.
I hate that. Because
We're
you know
in
what's
control
like,
of everything. It's terrible.
you know, the BLM speeches were like, our first 3 speakers are going to be white guy, and white guy. So they loved being like heard, like, and let me tell you about my story about black people.
Yeah.
And now we're like, we don't even go for
I had a caddy once, and he gave me amazing advice. Through 18 holes, he would give me new life lessons, and it was almost magical.
some lady in like fortune teller outfit. She's like, I went black and I did not. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's there's a white apathy that's coming along that I'm enjoying. It's just like it's all decentralized.
We just need the looseness, you know,
Yeah.
just loosen up a little bit. Like you should be intelligent enough to know what is actually harmfully racist and which is just having fun with racial differences.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And they're all gonna die anyway. But eventually, you know, everyone's gonna bang every other person, and then we're all gonna lose the culture.
We're all going to be kind of beige,
you know, we're all gonna lose, and then you know, and then
we'll be pink on the inside. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Let him cook. Let him cook. I love that phrase because it's basically. I'm not saying I agree with it. It's just more like let him say his thing.
Let him say his
but
thing.
it's a way to be like, Blokey, I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I didn't say it. I said let him cook.
No. There's different ways of saying let him cook. Like let him cook. And then it's like let him cook. Let him cook. No, let him cook. Yeah.
So there's
let
a
him
plausible
cook.
deniability.
Yeah.
To the cooking.
Yeah.
No, I just said let him cook. I didn't say let him cook.
I just wanted to, give him the rope to hang himself with, you know.
So that's what it is. With like I'm seeing on. I was playing like what is it, Call of Duty. Last time I was like a month ago. I was to play just like chilling. Talk about this on Patreon. Come on.
Your mango big.